Monday washout. They're keeping an eye on things on the road for us. And we begin with Meg Farris joining us live on the Westbank from the Mobile Forecast Center. That is where, Meg, a few people were held up there because of the flooding. Is that still the case?
It sounds like way more than a few people. Charisse, let me kind of give you the lay of the land here. So this is de Gaulle, and this is the underpass under the Westbank Expressway. And you can see it is still flooded out. It is still blocked off. But it is going down noticeably, but it is still impassable. Now, here is the worst part of it. If you see on the flyover ramp that goes from the Crescent City connection to de Gaulle, like going toward English Turn, toward that way, and if you see on the bottom, the surface street, that is not moving at all. That is at a dead stop, not moving, and we are unable to get over there, but we have heard from some people that this is where the canals overload and there are cars, many cars stranded. One man said at least 100. I have not seen that. I do not know if that is 100% accurate. But that traffic has been at a dead stop since we got here a little bit after 4 o'clock. Now, if you come down to some of the other exit ramps coming off the bridge, going toward the Westbank, toward Harvey, toward Marrero, those are inching. You can see that moving slowly. That does seem to have traffic at least getting there. It may take you a lot longer than normal on a commute. And then if you can see over this way, you can see the traffic coming off of the Crescent City connection. And this traffic here on Hendy has cleared a little bit. It's not as bad, where before it was bumper to bumper down on the lower part of the Westbank Expressway, the service road. That's moving, but it's still pretty tight. So that gives you an idea of what's going on here on the Westbank. And you can see, Chris, if you can look, some of these cars are trying to go around the flooding underneath the Westbank Expressway in the grass. Now, the last guy we saw do that got stuck and finally got out. But people are trying to go around it so they can get home to this side, whereas other people who can't get through have been sitting there for hours and hours. So it's just kind of a mess. It's a nightmare. We just talked to one man who was visiting his family here from North Carolina, and he doesn't know Louisiana flooding. He went through it. A whole piece of the bottom of his car is hanging down, and his brother had to come pick him up. He said, "I'm from North Carolina. I don't have to drive in this type of stuff," and I didn't know any better. So a lot of people who've lost their cars. Again, we would love to get over to the other side of de Gaulle to see, you know, what's going on with all these stranded cars. I don't guess it will be until tomorrow. And there are cars like that we're seeing trying to make it through the water and getting stuff caught underneath. So just kind of an overall mess over here for the commute, at least with it being Easter Monday. There were some schools that weren't in. There were people who didn't go to work who took today off. A little bit better, but not much, Cerise. Reporting live from de Gaulle on the Westbank, Meg Farris, WWL, Louisiana.
That is something to consider. A lot of people probably stayed home for the holiday, Meg. Thank you so much, and you stay safe out there as well.